Kane, Spinorama scores! Patrick Kane! Oh, dear.
Pekka, outlet pass for Rick Nash. Nash now tries to split the defense and walk in. Nice move, another nice move. Oh! You score! What a goal! Oh! It doesn't get any better than this.
As he plays to the point, instead, he works his way back free. Granlund, fire, score!
Hello and welcome to the Puck Drops Here podcast. I'm your host, John Crawford, along with my brother Howie here for episode 30, the St. Patty's Day show. Happy St. Patty's Day to you, brother.
And a happy St. Patrick's Day to you!
Hi! I guess I sound more like a pirate. Arg!
I'm Irish.
I got diabetes. And not only is it St. Patty's Day, it's also our brother's birthday today.
That it is.
Yeah, so happy birthday, Gary, if you're watching or listening. Wow. I see you're wearing green. Is Lucky wearing green today?
No, but he's got
a green tie. I've seen it.
he has particles of green inside him after chewing up his toys.
Yeah, the Mr. Magoo coat.
Yeah. he's covered.
Oh man. So what else has been going on? I know you've got a lot of stuff going on, getting ready to move now.
Yeah, moving, dodging bullets from drive-by shootings.
Oh yeah.
I think they're not happy that I'm moving. They're trying to make me stay.
Yeah.
Stay or I won't kill you.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's sad. It was in the last week. There were 4 drive-bys, but finally they ended up killing a 12-year-old kid, which is it's ridiculous.
Man.
Just ridiculous.
Yeah. You couldn't get out at a better time.
I
You
agree.
could. It could be today.
Well, yeah. This is true.
Yeah. Well, that's good. Not much is going on here. It is the weekend for me. My Kings have been winning. They look like they're at the top of their game right now, or getting close to. As long as they don't peak too early, I'm all right. They're playing well.
Yeah. Well, if they keep up at the rate they're going, we might. They could play Minnesota in the first round, which should make interesting topics for the show.
Yeah. We have a hate fest going on. So, let's see, what else? Do you have anything else from home?
No,
what's going on? I know you're doing.
No, I've just been busy trying to get things sorted out with moving and trying to find an apartment and whatnot. Oh, yeah. I guess. Well, as far as moving goes, though, I kind of had my unofficial notice that I am moving for sure.
Yeah, and that is.
Of course, again, that was it's unofficial,
right?
Because when I went to my mailbox the other day, I received a jury summons notice. And generally, I've received 4 over my lifetime. And all but one. So 3 of the 4, when I received those, I moved. Once out of the county, twice out of state.
Wow.
So I kind of see it as my official notice.
It's time to move. I got my jury. My jury duty.
The date on my summons is April 20th. So I figure between now and then, I'll probably end up moving. It's just a matter.
That's the sign to move.
That's just how I get out of jury duty.
It's time to move. I got a jury duty summons. I need to move.
Got a notice. Got to move. So anytime I fill out applications and it says reason for leaving, I just type in received jury duty.
Received jury duty.
Had to move.
Yeah. Oh.
I don't like doing my civil duty.
Yeah.
I'm out of here.
Excuse me. So let's move into some hockey news, Howie. The first thing on our list is I want to, which is not on here, it's actually towards the bottom of the list, as Washington Caps already clinched a playoff spot. How about that? So congrats to them.
And you know what? I actually think someone else did last night. Or no, they just moved into a spot.
Yeah, there was no clinching of a spot last night.
No, someone just moved into a spot. It was Philadelphia. Philadelphia moved into a spot.
Oh, yeah. So there you go. Congrats to the Capitals for being the first one to clinch a spot in the playoffs, which are fast approaching. I can't believe how fast it's getting here. And then the other night, the Kings blanked Chicago 5-0, and in that game, Jonathan Quick set a new record for U.S.-born goaltender with shutouts, and that's 41. So congrats to him.
Congrats.
Yeah. And then, I guess, do you have any other hockey news besides this next one I'm going to bring up? Because I don't know if you... Most of our show is going to be hockey news stuff.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Did you see... there was an interview by someone I don't remember, and I don't remember who it was, from the Florida Panthers. I believe it was a member of their coaching staff. As you know, they're supposed to be getting new uniforms next year.
I did not know that.
Yeah, they're supposed to be getting all new uniforms next year. And so he didn't bring a picture or anything of what they're going to look like. He just kind of described them, but someone threw like a mock-up of them.
Okay. So it's not an official picture. It's just
but it's a general idea. How close it is, I don't know. But based on what...
Don't tell me they're going to black.
No, it's still the same color scheme.
Same colors, just a different design.
Different design, but I don't like it. I'm not happy with it because to me, it's just a complete ripoff.
Oh, really?
But I went ahead and I sent that to you, so go ahead and open that up. And I don't like it at all.
All right. Okay. Oh, you're kidding me. It looks to me like the Ottawa Senators.
No, it's more so of the red Montreal Canadiens.
Yes, I do see that.
That's what.
But my first thought was
the Ottawa's O sweater, but
that's kind of like
that's
that.
Even more stripes, but this has just the thinner stripe across the chest where the crest would go.
Yeah.
But to me, I don't like that because by them ripping off Montreal should basically that should be trademarked. No one should be able to use that sweater design.
Yeah, but there's no. There's no. You want to show this?
Yeah, I could show. Let me pull it back up here.
Yeah, I have it up. I can just pull it
Okay.
up. This is somebody's.
Yeah, it's a mock-up of what, based on the description of what it would look like, and I hope this is wrong.
I can't get a good view of the logo. I don't know if I mean, that doesn't look too bad. It kind of looks very European to me.
Yeah, the logo's kind of a shield with a sideways turned panther head with a banner above it, and then depending on where they play, one will say Panthers, the other will be Florida.
Right.
So they'll alternate from jerseys, but I guess the shield part of it is taken from the first Airborne.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Logo with the eagle head.
Right.
That's kind of basically the concept. But yeah, I don't.
I'm not sure how I feel. I'm not sure how I feel about that.
No one should be able to use that design.
So now they're going to have to implement new rules or like retiring jersey designs.
I don't know, but I mean, to me, I don't like it. I don't like it. I mean, to me, it's a complete ripoff. Because I mean, it's an obvious copy of another jersey.
Well, I'm going to. I don't know how I feel about it yet. It's not a bad looking design. I just don't know. I don't know.
I don't like it.
I think it looks very European to me.
Yeah, it has a European.
You throw Toyota or something on there, or Chevy. Put some of those logos on there, and it'll look just like one of those. You know what I mean?
We discussed that before.
Yeah.
We're not gonna. They better not go to that.
Yeah.
Liberty Medical Supplies or
yeah. Ludlows.
have a big head picture of Wilford.
Yeah. Diabetes.
But no, I don't. I mean, it's just like with the shoulder yokes.
Yeah.
No one should be allowed to use what the Rangers have. To me, that would be a complete ripoff. Using the yoke with the stripes on the yoke.
Mm-hmm.
You want to go solid yoke or a solid yoke with the trim on the outside? Okay, a lot of teams do that.
Right.
You could do that, but there's just certain designs that just they're established for this team.
This team, right? I got you. All right. So the next thing on our list here is the other day there was an article that came out from the NHL about some rule changes or a changing of a rule or a modification. I don't know what you would call this. That they're going to implement. That they're going to implement in the playoffs, and that is adding cameras at the blue lines, which they were they tested this in the was it the all the outdoor games last year?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, I don't have a problem with it. I mean, if it's going to help make a decision on a controversial goal, then I don't have an issue with it.
I don't think I do either. As long as, I guess I'm not really sure how I guess this is part of the whole coaching challenge rule, right? That whole system.
Yeah, because obviously, the only time it's going to come into play is on a questionable goal.
But don't they review all goals anyway?
They should, yeah. And
but they only review if the goal, if there was any goalie interference or if the puck actually crossed the line, right?
Well, the War Room in Toronto, they review every goal.
But when that's what I'm saying. When they review a goal, are they reviewing just goaltender interference and the puck crossing the line?
No, yeah, they're just reviewing the actual goal, what's going on at the goal. Right. I think this would only have to be used during a coach's challenge, that's fine. I don't have an issue with it. But if they start using it for the war room, I mean, now you're just delaying the game longer to make sure that every play was on side. And then
right. Well, that's what I'm getting at. Is that where it's leading to where, okay, was it a goal? Did they go off sides? You know?
I think it should only be used is on a coach's challenge.
I agree. If they stick with that, I'm okay with this.
Yeah, I mean, other than that, they should, go by what the referees call on the ice at the time of the play entering into the zone. That could stand calls. If the goal is in question, then at that point, you would challenge it and review possibly both the goal and whether or not it's offsides.
Right. Right. So we'll see how this works.
If it's used as the way the coach's challenge is now, I don't have a problem with it. I just don't want to see it used on every damn play.
Well, they only get one challenge per.
Right.
Okay, so if they keep it like that, then I'm okay with this.
Yeah.
As long as they don't abuse it. All right, so we're clear on that. The other thing that came out, I believe, was yesterday. Was the GM meetings were going
on. Expansion talk again.
Right, and so they were talking about expansion. What came out of there wasn't really any date setting or no timelines on when it would happen or how that all happened. It was more about the expansion draft and the expansion draft proposals and how that's going to work.
Right. Well, the other thing that came out of there, which doesn't make any sense to me, is if whether they expand to one or whether they expand to two, from what Mr. Bettman says, neither Columbus nor Detroit will move back to the West. So you will still have either a one or two team imbalance within the conference at the end of.
And that doesn't make any sense to me whatsoever. For me personally, I say ditch the expansion. I don't want it to.
Yeah, there's too many teams as they are right now.
Right, and we had talked about this the other day that, in fact, I think it was last show or the show before that about dynasties not existing anymore, and this would just, it'll never happen. It just
You're just adding fuel to the fire, and you're also, I mean, not only that, not only the watering down of the league. Eliminating dynasties, you're also, I mean, as it is now, a good handful of teams, year after year, are financially in the red. And now you want to add two more teams. So you're better off taking those teams that are in the red and either shutting them down or relocating them.
Right. Me personally, I would like to
Look
see.
at Florida has a winning team right now, and they still can't fill the damn building. But again, it's my opinion. The games are just played too late. 7 o'clock is way too late for the residents in Miami.
Yeah, the Golden Girls have gone to bed.
Yeah, you have to have, like back in the old days before Wrigley Field got lights.
Yeah.
Have that afternoon game all the time when you're at home. It's the only way you're going to get people out there.
Yeah.
Otherwise, they're in bed. I mean, those old people don't want to. The street lights go on. They're not going outside.
Oh gosh. Well, me personally, I would like to see them eliminate teams. I don't know. I think 30 is a lot. Adding 2 more or whatever they're planning on doing is just.
I mean, granted, you're taking jobs away from people, but you got to do what you got to do.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. That's my anyway, we're about the expansion draft proposals. I guess what will happen, what they had said in there was that if they add 1 team, then each team in the league will be able to protect, was it 12? I think it was.
I don't remember.
I think each team was able to protect 12 players.
Yeah, if it's 1 team, each team will basically lose 1 player.
Yeah, and if there's 2 teams, each team will basically lose 2
lose
players.
2.
Right. Yeah, I think that's basically how that was working. So.
And I think there was a special. I could have sworn I read something like if they end up protecting a goalie, then something different happens with that team.
Well, I thought it said that each team can protect a goalie.
Is that what it was? And
I
then 2
think so.
additional players, or 1 or 2 different additional players?
I thought it was like 12 players, and I don't know if it was including or also a goalie, something like that.
Yeah. So it'll make because I guess their goal is to make that expansion team or expansion teams
competitive right off the bat.
Right.
Right.
Which I could understand that, because I mean a lot of fans get frustrated with expansion.
Yeah, but I mean they're
happy for numerous years. I mean, look at Columbus. They've made the playoffs twice in their history since 2000.
Well, you have to hire good people to do well in the draft and build a team. That's how it used to be. You had players that were part of a team their whole career.
Right, but you could if someone says, "Well, look at Columbus. They've only made the playoffs since coming to the league in 2000. They've only made the playoffs twice."
Yeah, but is that because they haven't made good decisions?
And say, well, Minnesota came in the league in 2000. And they made it to the Western Conference 3 years later.
Right. Okay, so that tells me then people are making bad decisions.
Right. That's management.
Yeah. So I say pooey on that idea.
Pooey.
Pooey.
Pooey on that.
Yeah. I don't know. I say we eliminate teams, and some players will lose their jobs, but
well, I mean, there's probably a good handful of players that shouldn't even be in the league anyway.
I agree with that. But that they're never going to go backwards.
No.
So anyway. We should probably move into the standings, Howie. These are changing every day now. Kind of crazy, this stuff going on.
Yep, and there's been a change in the East, which I'm happy about.
All right, we're getting ready to do that right now. So in the East, starting in the Atlantic. Wait a minute. Why am I... Here we go. Starting in the Atlantic, we have Florida on top with 87 points. They've got, 12 games left. So most of these teams now either have it's a range from 11 to
12 to 13. Well,
maybe 11.
Well,
11 to
Islanders have fewer than that because they've already played 68 games.
Yeah, very few games left. So
yeah, they have more games there.
Yeah. So Florida's in first with 87 points, followed by Boston with 86, Tampa Bay with 85. Look how tight that is.
Yeah.
Then Detroit with 79, Ottawa with 74, Montreal 72, Buffalo with 66, and Toronto with 59. That division's really tightening up.
Excuse me.
So we'll see right now. In the East Metropolitan Division, the Caps, again, congrats to them for securing their spot in the playoffs with 105 points. Followed by the Rangers with 87, the Islanders with 85, Pittsburgh with 82, Philadelphia with 80, Carolina with 75, New Jersey with 73, and Columbus with 64. And then if you look at the wild card situation in the East, currently the wild card teams are Pittsburgh with 82 and Philadelphia with 80. But right outside that bubble is Detroit with 79, and I guess I'm going to say Carolina, but, they better do something if they're going to try to go for it.
I was just happy to see Detroit knocked back. Sorry, Andy.
Yeah, they are on the outside. Yeah, sorry, Andy. They are on the outside of the bubble looking in, and they've lost their last two. So, this is the time right now when all the teams need to start making that push.
Right.
Crazy world. All right, let's move on into the West, Howie.
Into the West, starting in the Central, we have Dallas and St. Louis tied for the top there with 91 points, followed by Chicago at 88, Nashville with 83, Colorado taking back that fifth spot with 76 points from Minnesota, who now has 75 points, trailed by Winnipeg at the bottom. So this is still going to be, to see who comes out on top in this division is going to be interesting.
Yeah. It's a race to the end, but I really have the feeling it's going to be Dallas. I just have that feeling.
Yeah, we'll see. I don't want to make
I don't either, but that's what my prediction was. Oh wait, no it wasn't. What was my prediction? I have to go back and look. It's on our webpage.
Yeah, I had Minnesota, so I know I ain't.
Yeah, I don't think it was Dallas. I think I had Dallas way down towards the bottom, where Minnesota is right now. I think I had Dallas.
I'm holding my breath just to hope that they get in the playoffs right now. Going to the Pacific, LA has first place with 89 points, followed tightly by Anaheim with 85 and San Jose with 84.
Yeah, the Kings are playing really well right now, though.
Spots pretty much locked up because then you got Arizona in fourth with 67 points, Vancouver with 66, Calgary 65, and Edmonton 63. So This is at the bottom of this division. It's a race to save face.
Well, yeah, it is.
That's
it's a race to save face.
It's just a race to save face. It's just to come out to see what can you do.
Right. Right.
So we'll see who lands where. So.
Right. And I'm really surprised Vancouver's down in that mix at all. I would think they'd be
then,
fighting with the top
your wild card teams right now here are Nashville and Colorado, followed by Minnesota.
Yeah. Minnesota keeps going in and out of that bubble, Howie.
Yeah, no, and that's what's scaring me. But it could make interesting for a first round if LA could take over that number one spot in the league, because they're only 2 points back.
Right.
So if they do, and Minnesota squeaks in that 8th spot, we could be playing each other first round.
It'll probably be our last shows. We'll be fighting at the end. Just like, I'm never going to do this again with you.
I quit.
I'm telling Mom.
I'm telling Mom.
Yeah.
And if I got lucky though, I could go to a game here in LA, and then move and go to a game in Minnesota, and then someone would probably recognize me and say I'm stalking them or something.
Yeah, yeah. Did you just say you were moving to Minnesota?
No, I could go to a game that was one of my places if I go to.
Oh, okay. I thought maybe you were going to reveal something there for us.
No.
Okay.
Still end up in St. Louis too, because I can go there.
Well, that's right.
I just know Gilligan's Island is off the board.
All right, we're going to wrap this up now. We'd like to thank everybody for listening and watching our show. You can go to our webpage at www.thepuckdropshere.com. Check us out there. If you go to our podcast page, you can find all our past episodes right there, either on YouTube, iTunes. There's links to all kinds of stuff there. Also, about the middle of that page, we are on Hockey Talk Radio. There's a Hockey Talk. What is that? That sounded like I was from New York. Hockey Talk Radio. 24/7 Hockey Talk. Howie, do you listen to that? I listen to it all the time. And they got a bunch of great hockey programs in there, including the Puck Drop Series podcast. We are on late at night.
That they do.
Yeah. Give us a tweet. Send us a like on Facebook. Check us out on Instagram, Google Plus. Gosh, Howie. What are we not on? We're just on everything.
Tumblr.
Are we not on Tumblr?
No, we're not on Tumblr.
Oh, okay. Should we be?
No.
Okay. All right, we're not there. So, Howie, if you don't have anything else to add, we'll wrap it up.
No, I just want to wish everyone a happy St. Patrick's Day.
Happy St. Patrick's Day and happy birthday to our brother Gary. And we will talk to y'all next week. Enjoy the games. It's getting close to the playoffs. We bid you all adieu.
Bye.